Namaste. Welcome to today's yoga practice. We will be doing a 30-minute yoga flow. Now is a great time to light some incense if that's your thing, or get your essential oils going, whatever you like to do to make your space feel comfortable. Grab a water and your mat, and I'll meet you at the top when you're ready. Let's start first with some shoulder rolls. So inhale as you bring your shoulders up. Exhale, let your shoulders fall down. Start to pay more attention to your breath. Bring your hands to heart center and take a few deep grounding breaths. Allow your inhales to lengthen. As you breathe out, imagine all the stress leaving your body. Today's intention will be to come as you are. Be fully present on your mat and accept yourself as you are. We'll start with sun salutations. So for your next inhale, lift your arms as the palms touch. Exhale, fold. You can pedal out your legs here. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands as you step back for plank. Shift your weight forward and inhale, upward dog. Flip over the toes as you exhale into your downward facing dog. This is the first one, so again, feel free to pedal out and do whatever feels comfortable. We'll be staying here for a few breaths, so at your own pace, just tune in to your breathing. On your next inhale, step your feet up to meet your hands and halfway lift. Exhale, fully fold. Inhale as you sweep your arms wide above your head, palms touch, and exhale, hands back to heart center. Inhale as we perform another sun salutation. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. And jump or step back into plank. Coming into upward dog. And we'll meet at your own pace in down dog. In this pose, I find that it's such a good time to slow down and make sure you are connecting with breath and staying present on your mat. Jump or step the feet up to meet your hands, inhaling and exhaling. Rise as the palms touch. Exhale, hands back to heart center. And we'll do one more sun salutation with sun salute A. Lift the arms, palms touch, big inhale, forward fold, complete exhale. Halfway lift as you plant the hands. Prepare to jump back or step back into plank. As you come down, bend your elbows to about 90 degrees, and that is the point which you flip on the top of your feet, inhaling upward dog, and exhale, pressing back into downward dog. Take time now to listen to your breath and use that to come back into the present moment, recalling your focus to the now. Inhale as you jump your feet up to meet your hands, halfway lifting, and exhale, fully fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead as palms come to touch. Exhale the palms down to heart center. Moving now into Sun B. Inhale as you sit back in your chair, arms rising. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift as you jump or step back into plank. Inhale, lifting your face to the sun. Exhale, pressing back into down dog. Lifting the right leg, sweep that through to meet your hands and come up into warrior one. Exhale back down, going through your chaturanga. Coming to down dog, lift the left leg, sweep that through, and rise up into warrior one. Exhale, plant your hands, and flow through another chaturanga. We will meet back together in down dog. On your next inhale, jump or step your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. On your inhale, sit back into your chair as we rise, coming up to the front of your mat in mountain pose. Inhale as we take one more vinyasa together. Exhale, folding. Inhale, rising halfway. Jump back to plank. And we'll meet again in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg into the air. Exhale, sweep that through, coming up into warrior one. Exhale as you fan out into warrior two, making sure the back foot is parallel with your mat. Inhale the right arm to the sky as you flow into reverse warrior, keeping the front leg bent or straight, whatever you prefer. Exhale, bring the right arm to the right knee as your left arm comes above your head, feeling that deep side body stretch. Inhale as your arms rise to the front of your mat, coming onto the ball of your back foot. Sink down into your high lunge with your goddess arms. Exhale, bring your left elbow to the outside of your knee. Palms come to touch as you deepen the stretch and twist as you feel comfortable. Come onto your hands and drop the back knee. We'll come into a right side lizard pose. Feel free to just play and move around, see what feels good in this stretch. You can come up onto your fingertips, or you can lower all the way down onto your forearms if that's in your practice. Press back into a runner's lunge where your foot comes back towards your face and your forehead is reaching for the shin. And then you can reverse that and plant the toes on the mat. We'll meet in tabletop where we'll take a few cat-cows. So inhale as you arch your back, shifting right to left. Exhale, round the spine, pressing all the air out. Go in at your own pace, just playing with what feels good and taking time to tune into the breath. This is a really good time to do that because it's a very visceral inhale, arching, exhale, rounding. Press back into down dog. Take a few breaths here. Now we'll take that same flow on the other side. Lift the left leg as you come up into warrior one. Open up warrior two. Straighten the front leg as you drop the right arm back. Left arm rises. Reverse warrior. Exhale, left elbow to left knee, right arm rises. Again, feeling that full side body stretch. Bring both arms forward, rise into your high lunge. Come into reverse side angle, bring your right forearm to the outside of your knee, deepening the twist as you feel comfortable. Taking time again to breathe, tap into the present, and drop down into lizard pose. You can come again onto your forearms if that's comfortable for you to deepen the stretch. Prepare to press back into your runner's lunge, lifting the toes towards the face, bringing the face down towards the shin, and plant each toe back down on the mat for a different sensation and stretch. We'll meet in tabletop. You can take a few more cat-cows if you'd like. Inhale, arch the spine, fill up your lungs, and exhale, round the spine and empty the breath. Come into a wide leg child's pose, or any version of child's pose that you like. Allow your thoughts to just drift by as you become more aware of your breathing. Release from your mind your to-do list or your reminiscing on the day. Give yourself time to just be here on your mat, feeling gratitude for this practice of yoga, being able to come onto your mat, leave the world behind, and just connect with your breath. Come up onto your hands, and we're going to go to each side of our mat, taking side stretches while staying in child's pose. And you can just do this at your own pace. When you're ready, press back into down dog. On your next inhale, jump or step your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Big inhale, arms rise above the head, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Jump your feet out hip width distance. Take a slight back bend and make peace fingers, which is just your first finger and your middle finger, and hook that on to your big toes as you hinge forward from the hips. This is Padangustasana. Use your fingers to pull yourself a little bit deeper into the stretch, and you should feel a really nice back of your legs into the hamstring stretch. You can step on the palms of your hands for a more intense stretch as well. Bring your hands to your hips as you inhale to rise. Step the foot out wide, and we will now come into our wide-legged forward fold. If it's in your practice, you can take your hands and clasp them together, hinge from the hips as you fold. If you prefer, you can take another variation of this pose where you'll step your feet a bit wider and then you can just place your hands in between your legs on the mat. If you haven't done so yet, we will be taking a deeper stretch, so step your feet out a few more steps and plant your hands on the mat parallel to the soles of your feet. Bend into the right knee. We're going to come into what I call Spider-Man, and your left toes will be pointing towards the sky. You should feel a stretch in your groin. And just move around to feel deep in the stretch if you feel like you need to. Switch to the left side. And shift your weight now to the center, bringing your feet closer together. Press the outside of your elbows against your inner thighs. We're going to come into this cobbler's pose or yogi squat. As you use your power to rise while staying on the balls of your feet. And now we're going to come into half-bound lotus pose. Take your left leg and place it on top of your right thigh. And when you feel stable, we'll hinge forward and come into a forward fold. If this is not in your practice, feel free to take tree pose, or you can also do a figure 4 stretch. Inhale as you lift, and exhale, plant your foot back down. Feel free to shake, round, wiggle. Now we'll take the right leg, placing that into the hip area or just on top of the thigh. When you feel ready, forward fold. Inhale, coming back to standing. We'll meet at the top of the mat, taking another vinyasa together. Inhale, palms touch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, step or jump back into plank, and move through your vinyasa. We'll meet back in down dog. Connect with your breath as you come back to your intention that you set at the beginning of class. Inhale the right leg towards the sky. Bring that forward, come down into pigeon. You can stay lifted on the fingertips, or you're welcome to come down onto the forearms if that's in your practice. Or you can bend the leg that's behind you, and we can take a version of pigeon, which is called, I think it's called baby deer. And it just takes some strain and pressure off. So you bend the back leg and then kind of lay down on the top leg. Lift up and press back into down dog. We'll take pigeon on the other side. You can pedal out before you take the other side if you'd like. Bring your left leg forward. Again, feel free to stay lifted or stay in this position of pigeon, or you can go ahead and bend the back right leg and come over the top, lay on the front leg, and take baby deer. Press back into downward facing dog, then drop the knees, and we'll take our second child's pose. You can take whatever version you like. Tune back into your breath and really take in this moment. Allow yourself to feel happy about making it to your mat today. Come into tabletop and we'll make our way into cow face pose. So I like to line this up with the corner edge of my yoga mat. You just have your right leg bent and then you put the left leg on top and you stack that. If this is too intense, you can scoot your the foot that's on top kind of closer to your body and have it more pointing straight up in the air. If this is accessible, just stack them right over top of each other. You can either hinge forward and forward fold into this, or you can stay where you are. Slowly come out of that pose and we'll take it on the other side now, just switching whichever leg was on top and bottom. As we make our way towards the end of the practice, I invite you to do a few rounds of deep breathing. Take a long, deep inhale and sigh it out as a big, relieving exhale. When you're ready, uncross your legs. We'll make our way into bound angle pose or butterfly pose. You can place the feet together and put the elbows on the inner thighs, and you can press them down so that you get a deeper stretch. You also have the option of doing a forward fold in this position, whichever one feels better to you. Coming now into boat pose, lift the legs, and if you can lift them and straighten them all the way, do that. If you can't, you can bend them at like a 90-degree angle, whatever you feel comfortable with. Both are hard, both are good. Just keep your core tight. Exhale as you come out of that. We're going to finally make our way onto our back. It's going to feel so good. Wrap your arms around your knees and just roll side to side. Roll your back out. You can take happy baby, anything you want to do, whatever feels good to you. You can also take the legs and place your palm on top of the inner part of your knee and just go side to side. I think this feels really good as well. And when you're ready, we will come back onto our backs and prepare for an inversion. You can lift the legs and just keep them lifted. That's a perfectly good inversion. You can come up into shoulder stand. You can come into handstand, headstand, whatever inversion you like. Just try to stay with your breath. It's like a little bit harder when we feel our throats constricted like this, but keep your breath calm and steady. Lower the legs behind your head into plow. And you can hug the legs into you for a deep stretch on the way down. Release your legs very slowly onto the mat. And now we'll come into fish pose. The top of the head comes onto the mat as your forearms support you. Release and come onto your back. You can take a couple of side to sides with your legs. Take whatever last preparations or poses you need to come into Shavasana, which is our final pose. Come onto your back and let your back be flush with the mat. So if you need to lift your legs and make your back be flat against the mat, and let your arms splay out, your feet splay out, palms face upward. Bring your shoulders back and down away from your ears, and allow yourself to tap into your breath once again. Maybe take one final exaggerated inhale and a very long exhale. Now let your breath return to its natural rhythm as you fall deeper and deeper into your meditation. You may stay here as long as you like, and I will bring you out of your meditation in a few minutes. Start wiggling the toes and fingers, coming back to the present moment, becoming aware of your surroundings. When you're ready, slowly rise to meet in a seated position. Bring your hands to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me in today's practice. Thank you for showing up for yourself and for being present. Namaste.